Hey, Jerry, come on in.
Sir,
You doing okay tonight?
I'm good.
Good, good. Have a seat. We'll talk a little bit about how to carve with the grain of the wood.
Okay.
First of all, let's talk a little bit about safety. So are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay, you need a glove on your left hand.
Okay.
Okay, glove goes on your left hand. Let's see if that one will fit. Should fit pretty snug. It's just a safety precaution here. Keep you from getting cut.
Okay.
And this little guard here is just a little rubber piece that goes on your right thumb, your carving hand thumb. I use a little different glove. A lot of people have the preferences that they like the best, and this happens to be one I've had for a long time. But you can see it's pretty well beat up, but it does save your hands. Tonight we're going to talk about the grain, but first of all you have to select a knife that fits your hand. And I've got two out here, and you can try both of those and see which one you think fits your hand the best.
This one fits pretty good.
Okay, all right, let's go with that. And we'll talk about the grain. Well, you know, a tree runs straight up and down, and that's the way the grain is in the tree. This is part of a tree at one time, and you can see if you look closely that the grain is running this direction. That's what you want to follow, these little arrows. And one thing about this is called a grain training stick. Some people call it a wave. Looks like a wave anyway. At the very top of this is the top of the mountain. And if you carve down this way toward the bottom, you'll be carving in a positive direction. If you tried to go from here up, you'd be carving in a negative direction, and you don't want to do that.
Okay.
I've got a couple of sheets made up, and we're going to flip right back to the back sheet to start with. And I want to show you, this is kind of like a book that's been opened, like a big catalog. And if you look on the right-hand side, you can see if you went down the edge, that's the positive direction. Everything would just be real smooth. If you took your knife and you started up this way, the first thing it's going to do is go to the path of least resistance, and you're going to just make gouges in it, and pretty soon you're going to cut whatever you're carving the wrong way. Jerry, what you want to do is start at the top of this heel, where the little tick mark is, and carve just a little bit down the heel and stop at this little tick mark. So just a little light carving. You don't have to go very deep. Just try to keep it as smooth as you can. Just like that. It's going to roll up a little bit on you. When you get to the bottom, stop. Now, don't start carving down this way, but turn it around like this. Makes it a little bit easier to do a push cut. And you can start at the top of the heel and do the same thing, carving down. And when you get to the bottom down here, you might have to do a little roll cut. Each one of these, when you carve down, they won't meet exactly straight on. There'll be a little bit of, one will be higher than the other. A little roll cut will smooth it out. Let's do that little roll cut on the end when we get down to the bottom both ways. You see it's not quite even. You can see there's a little bit of unevenness there. But if you actually roll your knife a little, real lightly, just a little roll cut, maybe both ways, you can flatten that out. That's fairly smooth there now. It won't be perfect, but that little roll cut, you'll find is going to be a helpful tool. Before you get started, do you have any questions on that, Jerry?
Well, the grain runs this way,
That's right.
and you got to be cutting down
Right.
every time.
Every time. You start at the top of the hill and you go down the hill. When you go down the hill here, you have to turn it around so that you're going down the hill on this side. So,
Okay.
make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna need a lot more practice. Do I get to carry this home with me?
Sure, sure. it's yours to keep, you practice on, use it all the time you want to work with it.
Is there anywhere I can buy a knife?
If you know where Klingspor is, they're one of our sponsors. They have some knives available. We have some here that we let you use, like this one. And if you'd like to take that one home, all you got to do is sign it out. And you can take it home, use it, bring it back, and meanwhile, you have a chance to buy you one.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Takes a little practice, but you'll learn a lot for doing the grain training.
Okay.